Hello, this is Sania Patel and you are welcome to HW News English. The war between Israel and Hezbollah in Lebanon has come to an end under a new ceasefire agreement organized by the United States of America and France on Wednesday. The ceasefire, which is to begin at 4 a.m. local time on November 27, aims to stop the war, which lasted for over a year and has claimed 3,800 lives in Lebanon and tens of thousands of injuries to people in other areas. Well, let me tell you, the attack initiated a war in many parts of the Middle East, according to reports, which has killed over 43,000 people, which also includes children. While the ceasefire signifies hope for regional stability, it also brings a fragile sense of relief as both parties cautiously implement the agreement. The deal requires Israel to withdraw its forces from southern Lebanon within a 60-day timeline, with the Lebanese armed forces deploying 5,000 troops to maintain order in the region. As per the agreement, Hezbollah, the Iran-backed militant group, will retreat at least 40 kilometers north of the Israel-Lebanon border. There will also be United Nations peacekeepers as well as Lebanese military and an international observation delegation to oversee that all the factions stick to the agreed upon ceasefire. Recently, other leaders have welcomed this diplomatic process, spurred by French President Emmanuel Macron. Former US President Joe Biden described the event as a giant step to lasting peace. Both expressed concern for Lebanon and assured them they would invest in rebuilding Lebanon, especially the armed forces. Even UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer also welcomed it and said that an extension of the ceasefire would definitely bring much needed relief to ordinary people across the line. However, there is still tension because Israel retains the right to take security measures in the future regarding future risks. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stated that any violation would trigger a sharp reaction and immediately military response. He also focused on the fact that the ceasefire was to free the attention of Israel towards Gaza and the Iranian-backed Hamas, promising to continue to work on the dismantling of the group's influence in the region. The framework for this ceasefire is based upon United Nations Security Council Resolution 1701, adopted following the war of 2006 between Israel and Hezbollah. This resolution announced that the part of Lebanon south of the Litani River would free weapons and armed fighters, with only the state and the UN peacekeeping forces allowed. However, both parties have blamed each other for violating this agreement over the years, adding that it hinders efforts to maintain peace and order. Hostilities leading up to the ceasefire were intense. Israeli airstrikes targeted southern Beirut mere hours before the ceasefire took effect, killing at least 18 people. Meanwhile, Hezbollah continued its rocket attacks on northern Israel, demonstrating the fragile nature of the current peace. Lebanese caretaker Prime Minister Najib Mikati welcomed the ceasefire, seeking optimism over the sovereignty of the Lebanese army in the south. According to reports, Iran, the main backer of Hezbollah, has generally avoided public statements on the ceasefire, while it continued support for the Hezbollah's activities poses a threat to Israel as well as its allies. This ceasefire occurs against the background of escalating tension in the whole Middle East, where conflict with Hamas in Gaza and Iran has escalated. Ultimately, the success of this ceasefire will depend on the sustained commitment of all parties involved, coupled with robust international oversight. As the Lebanese armed forces prepare to take control of the south and Israel phases out its military presence, the world watches closely, hoping this truce might pave the way for broader peace in the conflict-ridden Middle East. Well, that's all for this news report today. Thank you for watching HW News English. Download our app Shorts to get the latest news and updates.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.